All right, well, we are moving on to our next honor of the evening. That would be our Music Visionary Honor. This honor is being given to a true music virtuoso. Not only is he himself a celebrated musician, but he has also dedicated his life to providing the next generation of young talent with opportunities to pursue their dreams in music. This is Ray Chen.
Wow, so we have to rewind to where it all began. This was 2009. I had just won the Queen Elizabeth competition. I was 20 years old. Fresh kid off the block. And I was a cheeky kid, I was mischievous. I guess growing up in Australia, brought a lot of sunshine into this very serious, this very institutionalized world of classical music.
Won everything, he's been awarded everything. He's the most celebrated violinist, and Ray joins us now in the studio. Ray Chen, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning.
我还是觉得说更重要就是说能够 inspire people.
Well, fashion, absolutely. You look great.
Thanks, so do you.
What does that mean, being the best artist? It means creating as much positive impact as I can.
Our next presenter has already accomplished so much as a violinist, pianist, and chorister. He is currently singing in Puccini's Turandot at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion with the LA Opera and LACC Choir. Please join me in welcoming Allen Wang.
Good evening. My name is Allen Wang. I'm 11 years old. Wait, no, I'm actually 12. It was my birthday yesterday. Anyways, I am so thrilled to introduce my violin idol and friend, Ray Chen. Everyone knows about Ray Chen's incredible playing and huge career. But just in case you're one of the few people who don't have access to the internet, I'll be happy to fill you in on why he's a musical hero to so many people. He has won global violin competitions like the Queen Elizabeth and Yehudi Menuhin violin competitions. He tours all around the world and has released several award-winning albums. But those things aside, I just think he's a really cool guy. The first time I heard of Ray Chen was when I was 6 years old. From one of his YouTube videos, I was so amazed and inspired. I even tried to learn some of the pieces by ear, even though they were too difficult for me at the time. But to me, Ray Chen has become even more than a musical inspiration. He has become a mentor and role model, and I strive to follow in his footsteps. The first time I got to meet Ray was when I was 7 years old. He was coming to Disney Hall, and I knew that I had to go to the concert to listen to him live, and maybe even meet him. But I was only 7 years old, so I didn't have any money. So I took my violin outside and bussed at the Huntington Beach Pier. It was a little scary at first, but I quickly started to enjoy it. A lot of people gave me money, and soon I had enough to buy only one ticket. But then a miracle happened. Ray found my story on Instagram and not only gave tickets to my entire family, but he also invited me to play the Bach double with him backstage. I will never forget that night. I am so grateful that Ray Chen continues to help young musicians like me. To be honest, I don't know how he finds the time to do so many things. I even found out that the music practice app I use, which is called Tonic, was founded and launched by him. It makes practicing a lot more fun, and I'm thankful for the supportive feedback I received while using Tonic. So thank you, Ray Chen, for helping me believe in my dreams of becoming a great violinist. And congratulations on receiving the Music Visionary Award from the Asia Society. But you know what will make you an even bigger hero? Is if you would come up on stage and join me for a performance of Spring from the Four Seasons. Would you do that for me? Who wants to hear Ray Chen play?
So good. All right.
Wow, wasn't that incredible? Thank you so much, Allen Wang. Can we get another round of applause? You're incredible, Allen. Oh my gosh, and thank you to the Asia Society for this award and this recognition, and also to you all for your participation in our music performance. You know, growing up being a musician, maybe I'm biased, but I've always found that music is the best way to connect with people And it's also, honestly, a great icebreaker. I mean, nothing beats just whipping up your violin and playing some Vivaldi Four Seasons to get to know people, right? All right, so, and I have my parents to thank for that. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for making me practice. So my family moved to Australia from Taiwan when I was only a few months old. So I used to sound like this. So, g'day, mate. Yeah, this is how I actually used to sound like. Yeah, we got some Aussies over here. Yeah, that's right. So, you know, as you can tell, this was something that made me question a lot about my identity, a lot about who I was. You know, Dr. Lee mentioned this earlier, and this is something that was often on my mind, identity and where, if I belong. So, and I think this is something that a lot of Asian immigrant families can relate to. It's a story that ties us together, right? It's a story that, you know, forces us to overachieve and to reach our full potential, right? And it's fueled by our parents' intense, crazy love to give us a life that's better than the one that they grew up with. Now, I'm here now because of them. And was it tough? Yeah. Hell yeah, it was. I mean, the amount of times I remember crying because I was getting bullied at school, but only to not want to tell my parents because, I mean, I don't want to hurt them. And also at the same time, like, what could they have done? I mean, what's like threatened to sue the school? That's not a very Asian parent thing to do. I mean, so I'd come home, my mom would be like, how was school? I'd be like, oh, hi, Hala. Yeah, it was okay. She'd be like, oh, what does that mean? Hi, Hal. Show me your report card. That's the day, right? Today's the day. And I'll be like, oh, you know, so, I mean, I even remember thinking like, gosh, why can't my parents be more like my white friends as parents? Hey? And then being like, that was like a blasphemous thought that I had. But then, you know what? Turns out that experiences like these, the ones that my parents gave me and the ones that I had, gave me a head start on building grit, on defining who I am, and also my purpose. Because, you know, now looking back, I've realized that questioning one's identity is a path to discovering one's true mission, right? And it turns out that this grand quest isn't even an Asian thing. It's a human thing, right? And thanks to them, my parents, I'm ahead. And so I dedicate this award to Mom and Dad, to my parents for giving me an incredible environment that I grew up with, that forged me into who I am today. By the way, just a trivia, my Chinese name is Chen Ray. Chen is the family name. Ray is a very special meaning. Ray means Ray, like sharp, like a blade. So thank you to my mom, who was my forge, my dad, who's my whetstone. You know, I might have thought about who I was and where if I belonged, but I realized that you guys have always been there to remind me that I'm your son. And I'm starting to realize that that was always enough for you and that I have always belonged. And so thank you to the Asia Society for this incredible award and for being recognized up here, not only for recognizing my achievements, but recognizing my parents and what they've done. This will give my mum some serious street cred with the aunties out there. So cheers, everyone. Thank you.